Well, that's Gautam talking about of Nepean Capital, talking about the real estate space. But we've been getting a lot of Q1 updates from real estate companies ahead of their earnings. Prestige Estates, Kolte Patil have both seen a very strong year-on-year growth owing to the low base, but they've seen a decline sequentially. To discuss the real estate demand trends, we're joined by Venkat K. Narayana, who is the CEO of Prestige Estates, and Rahul Talele, who is the Group CEO of Kolte Patil Developers. Gentlemen, thank you to both of you for joining in. Rahul, I want to start with you. In Q1, the volumes went up 53% year-on-year, but on a sequential basis, it was down about 22%. Can you tell us what's happening? Because earlier you had told us that you expect a 25 to 30% growth for the full year of FY23 and 3 million square feet of volumes in FY23. Do you stick by that target, or would you want to change that guidance either way?
First of all, thank all of you for having me on your show. See, we are sticking to our guideline given earlier. See, real estate throughout the year is the cyclical. It's backed by seasonality and festivity. If you see traditionally for us, the H2 performance is always better as compared to H1 performance, and we are in line with our guidance given to the market. So at the same time, we try to push our sustenance inventory in Q1 so that the per square feet realization, 80-90% amount were due, so that the free cash flows are better, and we can utilize that free cash flows to pump in money for the new land acquisitions and the BD acquisitions. And in coming quarters, we are going to launch 6 projects in next 2 to 3 months. So 3 in Pune, 2 in Mumbai, and 1 in Bangalore. That will give us an additional value and volume so that we can comfortably achieve the guideline given earlier.
Got that. Gentlemen, good morning. Prashant here. Venkat, why don't you come in as far as your numbers are concerned? I mean, you got that big push from the Mumbai project in Mulund. Could you tell us, a little bit more about that project? How many units are sold? How much is left to go? And what do you expect to do from that project in this quarter, the quarter we're in now?
Good morning, Prashant. Good morning. And we're very happy that we had another fantastic quarter, the Q1 that has gone by. We clocked a little over 3,000 crores of pre-sales. And Mumbai region, as you said, has contributed to 25% of the overall this quarter sales, primarily driven by 2 projects. One is the Prestige City at Mulund and Prestige Justin Classic at Baikula. Both the projects put together, we have sold close to 330 units and 750 crores of value. And we are very happy the kind of response that we have received, and we believe that that momentum will continue because we launched these projects towards the end of May. So given the fact that we had only 40 days time, the response has been pretty good. And we have 2 more launches coming up in Mumbai. With that, we believe that this year, the contribution from Mumbai is going to be significant to the overall sales target that we have got.
Venkat, good morning. What is that number? Significant can be anything because that's what the state would want to know. How much would Mumbai contribute to your overall numbers?
We look at Mumbai to contribute overall as a whole, entire year, 2,500 to 3,000 crores of pre-sales this year.
2,500 to 3,000 crores this year. And next year?
Again, driven by the launches. So we do have some more projects that we can launch the next year. If we can have a stabilized run rate of 4,000 to 5,000 crores coming from that region, it'll be good. So this is a new region which did not exist for us for last year. And we are going to have project launches in NCR as well this year. So, with this, we'll be present across all major pockets of Indian real estate market. And we believe that this will help us to grow to the next level, considering the fact that last year we have clocked 10,000 plus crores of pre-sales, and we need to work towards sustaining those sales and growing on that large base.
So for the full year sales, if Mumbai stays at about 25, so full year sales would be about 12,000 odd crores?
That's what we are looking at.
Okay. And in Mumbai, the average realization, the average cost is about, what you told us works about 2.3 crores or so. Is that broadly where things are at? And what's the per square feet realization for you?
So at Mulund Prestige City, we had around 22,000 square foot of realization, carpet plus. And at the Jasdan Classic, Baikula, we had 36,000 rupees square foot carpet realization and the additions.
So you have some projects coming up in South Bombay as well. Recently we just heard from Oberoi Realty where they received an OC for their project in Worli, and the realizations are what? I mean, over 1 lakh per square feet. Are you looking at that as well? Anything in the next 6 to 12 months that you can see through?
So we have, other than these 2-3 more projects in Bombay, one is just got launched, that is Prestige Daffodils at Pali Hill, where we are looking at realizations of little over 1 lakh rupees a square foot. And over the next quarter, we'll have Prestige Ocean Towers getting launched at Marine Lights. And we'll have one more project at redevelopment project at Worli.
Okay. Rahul, same question to you. You're largely present in Mumbai and Pune, but any other markets that you'd look to explore? What would the launch pipeline look like for Kolte Patil?
So we want to focus into these 3 geographies, Mumbai, Pune and Bangalore. And there is a good space left in these 3 geographies to penetrate into various micro markets of these geographies. So we'll stick to these 3 geographies. At the same time, what I mentioned earlier, around 6 projects are in pipeline. So we have received the approvals for these projects, and the vacation is happening for the Mumbai projects. We are in a final leg of the marketing collaterals and rendering for our Pune projects. So this will get launched in next 45 to 60 days. That will give us an additional volume and value. At the same time, Q3 will be backed by strong launch pipeline in Pune and Mumbai. So
so when you talk about strong pipeline, I didn't get the number. What is the overall number that you're looking at for FY23 and FY24? And any price hikes that you have taken recently, any more that you will undertake which could perhaps impact demand?
So we are targeting a 10 million square feet of business development activities in this financial year itself. And out of that, and through our existing land bank, we are planning to launch 5,000 crores worth project in these geographies. Next year will be also backed by a strong BD acquisitions, and the launches will be in the tune of 5,000 to 7,000 crores for the next year as well. So in fact, from this point till next 3 years, we are targeting a cumulative sales of 8 to 9,000 crores. So whatever is required to address that kind of sales volume, that will get launched. So we have developed that kind of strong pipeline through our existing land bank and through acquisition of new BD projects. In terms of your second half of the question, so the price realization has jumped because of the strong contribution from non-Pune projects, particularly from Mumbai, where the per square feet price realization is on a higher side. At the same time, the premium projects inventory in Pune is also moving fast. So that has improved our price from 6,400 to 7,200 per square feet. At the same time, we have taken a price rise in the range of 2 to 4% in our existing sustenance inventory. And we are planning to take the price rise of around 5%, whatever that we have underwrite at the time of BD acquisition in our new launches.
Okay. Venkat, have the sort of interest rate hikes sort of dampened sentiment? Is it reflecting in the numbers yet, or inquiries yet, or that hasn't been the case?
Not really. I think, in fact, real estate has always been the best bet against the inflation. People should invest more in real estate if they want to negate the inflation. This thing. Overall, this quarter we sold around 2,564 apartments. 3.63 million square foot of area. Realizations also have been quite good, 8,300 rupees a square foot. Of course, there's been a little bit of a price increase driven by 2 aspects. One is projects where the velocity of sales have been very good, 40-50% sold. We did increase the price a little so that we can sustain the margins. The second is wherever we are launching the new projects, we have taken the inflation into consideration, increasing the construction material prices and all that, and accordingly price those units. As of now, the 2 interest rates that have happened have not that much affected the demand, and Going forward, maybe one or two more rate hikes also can be factored in. I don't think that will have so much of negative impact. But beyond that, we'll have to see, because mid-income segment is rate sensitive. The eligibilities come down and they may not be able to afford that. But we are hopeful that this trend of buying homes and this kind of a demand will continue for next 3 to 4 years.
So
For
also
the good
mean,
players who have got a delivery track record and have been.
Sure, got that. Will this also mean strengthening of your balance sheet? Because you are sitting on a relatively high debt of almost 3,500 crores. You've reduced your debt in the last quarters. You have, but any plans to reduce it further?
3,500 crores of debt is 0.15 debt equity ratio. This is the lowest that we've got to. In fact, a lot of analysts and investor community tell us the other way around, saying that we are not making use of leverage to that extent. So we should look at the other way around. Debt is very minimal. That is mostly driven by the hospitality projects. We have a lot of hotels that we have, and also the capex projects of office related. Residential debt is very minimal.
Okay. All right. Mr. Venkat and Rahul, thanks a lot for stopping by and speaking to CNBC TV18, and all the best for the quarters to come. For the market, it's holding up quite well. Actually, almost a 200-point gain is what we're seeing. The Sensex is up 640 points.